start this video, I just want to show you guys my BBL. You guys like my BBL? I was in Colombia, I got it done. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna get a BBL because I don't need it, as you can see.
Tuadior, yeah, you on fire, need 100 days, something that you can't ignore. All this was a bore, slaying is a chore. I'm up now, all you girls is done.
What's poppin', everybody? It's your girl Tuadior Miauka, and you is watching my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about the Christian BBL. A Nigerian American beauty YouTuber, Sophiology, got a BBL, but you know, in order to be clickbaity and, you know, get attention from everybody, decides to label it a Christian BBL. So you already know that's gonna anger the community and it's gonna piss off the community. And so a lot of people had commentary for it, and I'm gonna add mine because you cannot have commentary and not have big T, big Tuadior on the beat. It's not gonna happen like that. Let me tell y'all that. It's not gonna happen if I haven't said my piece. So we're gonna react to kind of her explanation about the Christian part of this BBL journey. So right off the bat, one thing that you notice about her is she always starts all her videos with like a scripture, right? And so I guess the critique that I heard a lot of people online go about was that a lot of people were talking about kind of how, like, you know, performative Christianity. And I don't think it's fair to like say like, you know, people are performative, because I feel like everybody be doing their little sins on their low. I'm not gonna hold you, but I do kind of understand like people who are really into their spiritual bag, they might not really be feeling that. You know, you having a BBL, which is a very perceived as a worldly thing. And for those of you who aren't Christian, one thing that I think a lot of modern Christians in the 21st century, and honestly since ever, have really been struggling with is that balance between you know, living in the world and also upholding Christian values. So it tends to put a lot of pressure on people. Like, people don't know what to do. And I know I've struggled with this, like, kind of basically my whole time, is like kind of having that balance between being, you know, young and stuff like that, but also being God-fearing. And it's like, you can't be both, right? You have to be one or the other, and it's like kind of hard for a lot of people. So that's why I don't tend to judge people and say you put in Bible verses but post in thirst traps. Like, I don't really judge people when it comes to that kind of stuff, because it's a lot, and I don't feel like everybody is always at that point in their Christianity journey to kind of you know, forfeit. And that's the reality, and that's the truth. And I think that people have the right to go on their own pace. You see me?
Realized I can never be ungrateful to God for how my life is currently going. This surgery that I had, a lot of people have had it and they did not wake up, but God woke me up, and it's been 6 weeks and I'm healing so well, and I have still not figured out how to tell God thank you. Like, even beyond the surgery, he still keeps me safe, sound, provided for, protected every day. Like, how can I even catch up to say thank you? Besides continuing to give him praise publicly, as much nonsense as I give back for it, I don't know any other way to say thank you.
So this is the little double-edged sword that people do. So then you have to be very careful when you comment on this. But I will tell you guys this, and I'll tell you this for the rest of your life. So what was the point of you getting the BBL? For all the reasons the other girls in the world get a Brazilian butt lift. Not happy with your body and you want to change it. It has nothing to do with your faith. And I think that's the part that really kind of with me, is that it has nothing to do with your faith. You got a BBL, and now you're trying to say because the surgery went well, because there was this miraculous, you know, revival, that you are strong and you survive. Not saying that that is not a good thing, but it just wraps it in like this weird kind of like no, like, you got a BBL, you changed your God-given body. I will say, like, you know, getting a BBL, getting cosmetic surgery is to appeal to the world. It's not to appeal to God, because God didn't ask you to do that, right? It's one thing to be grateful that your surgery was successful, But to say that, you know, it's now Christian, I think that's a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a little,
situation with my surgery and people talking mess to me and stuff like that. Mind you, I'm better now. Like, if you want hate comments, if you want to talk your rubbish, feel free. Like, my energy.
How is, okay, so holding somebody accountable is talking rubbish. It's rubbish because it's holding you accountable. You can't just be posting things like that and expect people to stay quiet and not have anything to say. I beg, you posted this thing for clouty, for greed, for clout. Now it's rubbish when we comments. You threw it, now you want to hide your hands. But girl, it don't work like that on the internet. They're gonna drag you and eat you up.
I feel like me getting this surgery has proved to me, it has kind of shown me how many people don't really know. It's kind of made me realize, like, people are actually shocked. Now, don't get me wrong. I get there's people that are like pro-natural bodies, like don't do anything to yourself, don't get veneers, don't do this one, don't do that one. I understand. I'm not personally that person. Like, I'm here for anything that makes you look better, feel better, have more confidence. And
it's not talking about the fact that you got surgery. Nobody's mad that you got surgery, doofus. People are mad at the fact that you're trying to mix Christianity into something that is very worldly. Nobody cares that you got surgery. There's so many people that get surgery. I don't know what this weird thing about celebrity culture and like getting surgery, and it's like, like if I got surgery, I would tell you guys, hey guys, I got surgery. It has nothing to do with Christ. It has nothing to do with Christ. Nobody's mad that you got surgery, you doofus. Everybody is mad that you're mixing Christianity with something that is meant to change your God-given body. I am pro do what you want to. I am pro do what you want to. I'm just not going to mix my faith with it because I know that that's not right. So everybody's just trying to say, why would you use Christianity for clickbait and for clout? Weirdo.
And just enjoy your life. I also get that there were people that look up to me for certain things. I hope there's other things you can find to look up, but if it's that, I should have big back and wide waist. Hold on. That's not what I want you to look up to me for. And whatever choices I make in my life, I beg, have your disappointments and make a decision. Do you love me, yes or no?
Well, clearly not. I'll just play.
Oh, genuinely, all jokes aside, I can tell that even some of you that were like disappointed, like, why does she have to do this? I hate that she did this. You're still here to support. And honestly, that means a lot to me. I'm being true to myself, and that's not easy. So it feels good. It feels good when I'm accepted and supported and loved and whatever. We might not agree with every choice that I make, but you know, it's
okay, I'm done watching this. But like, this is the thing that kind of makes me the most mad. I'm not gonna hold you. Is when people, like, she talks about people being disappointed in her actions. I just don't understand for the life of me how you, as a consumer who has never met somebody, can be so affected by their actions. Why do you follow people so to the T that their personal decisions and their personal actions influences how you see yourself and see the world around you, and it makes you actually upset? In my life, I will never understand this. You, like, maybe because you feel like you watch her all the time, those who watch her all the time, they feel connected with her, and maybe because she preaches, maybe at one point she had said, love yourself, and now you see her doing this. Honestly, like, everybody, when they get on and get a little bit of money, this is the hot tea, will change themselves. Everybody who says pro-natural, natural, will change themselves. It's just when you have that access, when you have money, when you have the means to do something, you're gonna do it. You know, it's the same thing like the brokies. When they don't have money for plastic surgery, they're gonna say they hate plastic surgery and people who do it are bad. But whole tea, it's because they themselves can't do it. My whole issue is that I do not feel in this 2023 as all the stuff that we see that comes out about people in the media and people who are influencers and whatever and what they do. Even myself, when I get on, if I do something, you guys, I'm doing it because that's my choice. I'm not doing this to influence you guys to do it. But what these influencers have to recognize is that their actions do affect some people because they do have younger fans. They have fans who are in high school, middle school, who don't really know their left from their right, that really do look up to influencers. But I just feel like people in this 2023, as much as we've seen how people live double lives, fake lives, some of these influencers do not really live the life that they live. They tell you they have a business. You look on the LLC website, you can see that they've been bankrupt since the inception. You look at some of these celebrities, you think that they have it all. They're in slave contracts. Like, you have to understand that, like, these people, like, it's a far relationship. You can like their music, like their content, but you don't really know who people truly are. Some of you guys, if you met some of your faves, you wouldn't be friends with them. So I just feel like we should get out of this mindset, especially in 2023. I could see this in like 2010, 2011, when we didn't really know people. And so we kind of blindly followed the masses. But now with social media, one good thing is that you really get to see a glimpse of people and you can make a decision for yourself. It's one thing to love people's content, but it's also important to separate the content from the person. And you can't be like affected by like things that she does in her personal life. I will agree with her there. If there's anything we're going to agree with in this video, is that her personal decision should not have that kind of impact on your life. I do really feel that, especially for the Black women, and yeah, I know Black women, you're going to be like, why are you talking to me? I feel like as Black women, and this is my hottest take, one of my hottest takes is that as Black women, I kind of feel like we are always susceptible to the BS. We're susceptible to a lot of people who come on platforms, preach at us, do this, Black woman, you do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And like a lot of them are cap. Like a lot of them is kid. Like a lot of them is BS. Like, and I get so annoyed because I'm like, you guys are watching all these like toxic, like big YouTubers telling you like to love yourself, but at the same time, they're getting like all these procedures done. Girl, you have to understand, like these people, when they have money, when they get a little bit of clout, they get a little bit of fame, they change in the teeth. First it start with the teeth, then it start with the boob job, then it start with the BBL. Then it go with the rhinoplasty. Like it just goes on and on and on. When you have that money and when you have that access, you gonna change stuff because you can do it, right? So I think that people, we need to be a little bit wiser. We need to understand that, you know, these people are not people that we should see as anything more than just pure entertainment. We should just see them for what they are, entertainers. But they should not have an influence in your life where they make you, because they make decisions like this, right? And now, you know, some of her fans will feel like, you know what, if I can't lose weight, if I'm trying so hard to lose weight and I should just get a BBL. First of all, you guys don't know like how, you know, what type of things she had to do. Some of these people, they don't even pay for their BBLs when they get them. They get them for free, for clout. Like you guys don't really understand the risk, the surgical risk. And so it's just like, I kind of feel like, you know, follow people from afar. Don't let their personal actions influence you. Don't let them mess up your life. You know, they have money, they have resources, they'll recover, but you don't. And so I just think the whole issue kind of bothered me because I kind of feel like people, like I just felt like, first of all, the content creator is like kind of not really taking responsibility for the fact that she used Christianity in vain for clout. Do not attach a BBL with Christ, please, okay? There's so many other things you could have attached it with. There's so many other cute clickbaity titles you could have used. Do not attach it with Christ and then try to wrap it in a blanket. Well, he got me through the surgery, I beg. Like, no, like shut up. Like, it's so annoying. Like, don't do that, please. You got your little clout, you got your little viral moment, but like, please stop mixing the two together. Like, it's not cute, it's not funny, it's not a thing. It really does offend people. So chill out. You could talk about your BBL experience. So many other people could talk about their surgeries. They don't mix Christ in it because they know that is not a Christ-like thing to do, right? You're not supposed to change your naturally God-given features. That's like a thing. But if you choose to do so, that's you. that has nothing to do with Christian. It's not Christian to do that. You know, be real about your faith. And I think that people should also be real about their faith and where they are in their faith. A lot of people backslide. And for those of you who don't know what backsliding is when you kind of, sometimes you're really into it and then sometimes you fall back and do your own stuff. A lot of people are like that, to be honest. And so I don't think, you know, I don't know, it just really angers me. Like, it just feel like influencers lack accountability. And I feel like every time somebody gets caught up doing something, it's always this whole, like just because I'm like it's just for clout, it's just for clickbait, like, oh my gosh, like, you know, you guys are hating. Like, yeah, we're hating because you didn't have to mix the two, doofus. Like, it just really annoys me, like, why people can be oblivious. Like, you did this for clout, it didn't really hit the way that you wanted it to hit, and now you're mad, and that's completely fine. But I just think that, like, you know, people shouldn't be posting things and then getting surprised that people want to hold you accountable. Like, people want to hold you accountable. Don't do that, you know. Stop messing with people's religion. People don't want your worldly choices to be mixed with their faith. And so, you know, separate the two, you know. Yes, God got you through the surgery, and I'm happy for that you didn't pass away, because a lot of people pass away from this procedure. You have to understand, people are going to make the choices that they're going to make. So her getting BBL, you know, for those of you who are fans, should not anger you. That's her personal choice, that's her personal decision, and you're supposed to separate the content from the person. You don't know her as a person, you just know the content. And I think that if you feel that the content is contradicting, stop supporting, right? But don't sit here and get mad at people's decisions and ask why people change themselves. They have money, they have fame, they have access, and they will do what they need to do. Commentary, please give me a like, a comment, and a subscribe, specifically a subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your girl tuadior, and I'm signing out. Bye, y'all.